Greetings and welcome back, my friends. Today's video, part of the long walkthrough series for Witcher 3 Blood and Wine, is going to be about another side quest. This is probably the longest side quest and arguably the best, most fun and most entertaining, with a very interesting ending. Its name is The Warble of a Smitten Knight. And this is the only quest from the second expansion of the game that actually is going to fail for you if you do it past that special point in the main storyline that we haven't reached yet, but I'll tell you where is it, because the game is actually going to show it to us that, hey, be careful, past this moment you will lose some previous quests that you have obtained or you haven't obtained. And since this is the only quest that might get failed, I've decided to go ahead and just do it right now. Its level is only 35 and my Geralt is level 44. Thank God I do have, as I've always had for all of my and for the walkthrough series. In the gameplay, enemy upscaling option on, and of course I'm playing the game on the Death March difficulty level. Where you find my Geralt is exactly where we finished in the previous part with the quest Wine is Sacred. We are in the temporary shelter or temporary home of Dettlaff. We inspected some items and we're going to leave the main story for a short moment now. Might be a long moment now actually. I'm not exactly certain how long this video will take, but I will do the whole side quest that I'm about to begin. Well, maybe it's not a bad idea to really mark it and go with it. Visit Guillaume in the medic's tent. You might remember or you might not who this guy is. We saved him from certain death when he was about to be eaten alive by a very cute and blind monster in the arena. If you don't remember that part, well, maybe you should just check back a few episodes earlier. Shaumar. Just in case you were wondering what monster I was talking about, it's the Shaumar. We also had a brief meeting with him before that, but let's not go back anymore. Let's just head for the tent and see what exactly we can do with, for, or because of that guy. That over there is his tent and I almost missed it.
Witcher, I've a matter of prime urgency and import. I must.
Yes, I know you must.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivienne shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivienne emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions. to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Now, what exactly could be wrong with this beautiful and cold lady?
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivienne's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Tell me more about Vivienne. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivienne spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivienne, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivienne.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Apply all the skills you mentioned on a daily basis, and against monsters, not targets and dummies. Don't need any training. Going straight to the tourney grounds to sign up.
I've skipped it because of course I've done that quest before, and there is absolutely nothing funny in training how to slash with the sword, how to defend yourself, or how to shoot with the crossbow. I will show you all of these things in action rather than just training for them. You could go through the training, there are a couple of dialogues, but nothing really of a huge importance in the cutscenes over there. And you might actually say it like so, it is kind of a waste of time. So, we are going to the inscription tent and enter the tourney. But first, we are expecting a nice and interesting story from this person.
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of 2 crests. Which do you prefer?
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
That's actually right.
And what we've just heard is deep lore from within one of the first books of the Witcher series.
The Honorable Ravix will do.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Guillaume told me a bit about the contests. Rather make sure I'm clear on them, though.
An admirable thirst for knowledge. There are contests 3. A shooting range, where you will compete side by side with an opponent. A horse race, during which you will seek to complete the course within a specified time. Any targets hit with bolts or dummies felt with blade will increase the time you have. Finally, the group melee in the arena, crowned with a duel against last year's champion. As each contest ends, its results will be posted on the board outside my tent. This way all will be apprised of who leads at any given moment.
Convenient. Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
I swear on Her Grace's illustrious garter to respect the chivalric virtues in competing.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Well then, for Geralt, personally the only reason participating in this tourney is so that he can gain an audience with Vivienne. However, what would you say? I believe we should just take part in this and win it.
Geralt, well, I'll be... Have you decided to turn knight-errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the tourney too?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Renfan of Archery. I saw him just moments ago. A nervous wreck. Stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less. As if that would aid his determination.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt. I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Well, I do not play Gwent, so I will have to turn him down.
Thanks. Another time, maybe.
Ha! You've denied me some diversion, but at the least my eyes are in for a treat. Lady Vivienne should appear shortly.
Fair knights, I salute you! The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize! You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them!
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him new blood, a knight unknown till now. Seraphix of Forehorn, give us a bow! The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win.
And there you have it. To win the tourney, I've gotta start hitting all of the red targets, quick and efficient.
Brave Seraphix has hit over one half of his marks. Will he manage to prevail? Are these glory's first sparks? Seraphix has won! His boat struck the goal! Yet even this cannot soothe the ache in his soul.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady. My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Thanks.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivienne occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivienne's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Yeah, let's go now.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
Hoot like an owl. Are you serious?
Claw marks, that's clear. Not sure what beast left them, just that it's big.
Oh, fair Vivienne. Thou hast dove's eyes within
Oriole
lips.
feather.
Thy lips are like
Vivienne
thread
keep a
of
bird as a
scarlet.
pet?
Thy two breasts
No sign of it here, if so. Bruxay tend to be fond of birds.
Nothing specific or of any interest in the notes from Vivienne.
Clothing's all dark green and yellow. Seems Yen's not the only one with a fixed color scheme.
And there is again nothing of interest in or out here. Let's go back in and see what exactly I've missed.
Hairs and salts. Used to make compresses.
Someone approaches, quickly!
That's not hooting.
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seek you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here!
Well, two random folks were lurking around the lady's
Why
tent.
were you in there?
Tourney business. Nothing of import.
And all she did was just ask and tell us to go off and piss off. Oh, that's a good one now.
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous, gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud. Palmerin, the Baron of Lonfall. Linus of Metina, Rainfarn of Atra, Horm Akaspark of Meicht, Donimir of Troy, Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess, Delwyn of Craigiau, Count Tai of Dondau, Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince, Graphics of Forhorn, for Gregoire of Montgorgon let out a roaring cheer, the faint fire of silence, Tourney champion from last year. Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face Sir Gregoire in a challenge severe. Does ignorance demand a bard intercede? Does someone need telling how tourneys proceed?
I'll tell you quickly the rules in case you have forgotten them. We need to be quick riding a horse, and the more targets we hit with the crossbow or with the sword, depending on the type of the target, the more bonus time we will add. The idea is to finish quick as possible and with the biggest amount of time left. So say nothing and let's continue.
Graphics of Forhorn? Is that what you call yourself? You shan't fool me. To this day I bear marks where I met your steel. But don't you remember? I am Tai of Dorntal, and I swear to you, before the tourney's end, I shall have added another book to that collection on your map.
Done. Then step aside. You're in my way.
The tourney's protector, the mate Vivienne. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed. Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage they'll ride like the gale. What a sight to behold, what a lark, what a tale! Before us Sir Ravix of Forhorn dubbed, his spurs flash like lightning, to a shine they've been rubbed.
Mounted combat. Holding down an attack button will trigger a slow motion mode, which makes it easier for you to strike your target. Geralt will decide for himself which side to attack from based on your enemy's location. And the mounted marksmanship, holding down the aim button, which for PC is the scroll of the mouse, will trigger a slow motion mode. While this mode is active, Roach will maintain her speed because Roach is a girl, so you do not need to hold down the gallop button, making things easier for you.
Come on.
And he's up! With a thunderous roar, hoofs pounds the ground. No legion of drummers could make such a sound.
I'm trying to focus during this, so I might actually not speak, and yes, I've missed the first target, you have noticed already. Now where the hell is my... What the hell?
Come on,
Okay,
Roach.
that hasn't happened before. It's a nice bug though. I'm afraid I might actually have to relog. Something is really wrong here. So let's do the checkpoint again, and if I remember I might delete that part of the video. If not, then I apologize to you. Not really certain what kind of a bug I've experienced here. First Geralt fell from his horse, then he failed to shoot and slice, and of course I've missed the target. And here we go.
That's it, Roach.
He's up! With a thunderous roar, hoofs pounds the ground. No legion of drummers could make such a sound.
That is what we're supposed to do. Hit all the targets, or if not all of them, at least most. That's another good hit. Come on, start galloping again. There is another melee target that I hopefully will hit. Nice. Just don't fall away. Don't miss the track. Don't miss the doors. They are important. And here is a range target. They pretty much are one after another. Nice. Come on, quickly. Good. The timer is back on the max, on the top. And then there is another range target to hit. And the next is a melee target, of course. Did I hit it? Good. Gotta be very careful not to skip targets or lose the path. Losing the path would actually be even worse. Oh, that was a really bad choice to do. You see, I've missed actually a target, and now my timer is well below what it's supposed to be. At least I hit that one. I've only done this once before, and I kind of managed it perfectly. But hopefully I will not fail now. That's a good update. Gotta be careful with that door here. Through the mark. Next is a melee target that I've managed to hit nicely. Good.
So close! Will he last? Endure and keep pace? What? A race of such style, such grace, such speed. To watch was a pleasure, a treat indeed. To honor our entrance, praise each fair night. We shall feast from eve till dawn's first light. The finest of wine and food shall be served. If you've blood in your veins, come collect what's deserved.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize. A saddle adorned with your crest.
Many thanks.
By the way, my maid saw a man with white hair sneak out of my tent. Would you know who it might have been?
No idea.
How juvenile.
Congratulations on your win. In stellar style, no less. Ah, I no longer regret I was not able to participate. Almost. We must drink to this. Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivienne together.
Lead the way.
So, any thoughts on Vivienne?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivienne's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivienne arrives. Let us drink.
Sorry, don't drink while I work. Dropped something.
I demand satisfaction. You've insulted me twicely.
And twicely ought to be enough.
You refuse to duel? Then I shall show you how I treat cowards!
Attack!
It's nearly snapped! That tip!
Just gonna finish this quick enough. That's not really much of a challenge, that fight. And these guys are nothing really special, but it's a very good distraction from the main story, as a matter of fact.
Lost your nerve?
And they aren't very strong.
3-0 tie. Might want to give some serious thought to whether you want to face me for a fourth.
I shall kill you, freak!
You got your chance, sir. You failed to seize it, and now you must leave.
We shall meet again, mutant.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Follow her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If so, click the like button and help me out. Also leave a comment and let me know what you think. Visit my website vogue.com for daily videos and news, and stay in touch by following me on Facebook and Twitter. To help me improve and expand, consider becoming my patron with a small monthly pledge.